Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy, and then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Excuse me. Does it feel as if some sort of connections are hanging on by a thread? Kind of feels like you, not necessarily holding yourself back a little bit from making some sort of decision, but possibly. One more. Whoa. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. Okay. Everybody plays the fool, but not everybody is a fool. Jumping into this, Cancer, what you're showing me right away, there has definitely been some sort of complication or difficulty here regarding either communication between you and someone, or maybe some sort of situation regarding connections in general. That being said, even though there is some sort of difficulty here, you are in the process of kind of handling and taking care of, I do see that there is a lot of emotional energy invested in and interested in this situation. But what's fascinating is it's a little bit of, how do I say this? Choppy waters. Very, very choppy waters, emotionally and as well as mentally. A lot's kind of swirling and going on right now, and I definitely feel that there are good days, there are bad days, there are ups, there are downs. That is life. That is life, and that is life until, things kind of stabilize emotionally and mentally. But that being said, I do see that there is quite a bit of here to be happy and thankful for. You're showing me that you are pretty fulfilled with what you got going on. There also is some sort of consideration as to what to do moving forward, which you are ready to move forward, and there is a lot of happiness and excitement and good times here. Now, at the same time though, I kind of feel like there is this, how do I say this? Some sort of assessment between your own personal individual happiness and fulfillment with your connections or circles with others. Because you're showing me that, again, with these energies, it's almost like when you find yourself by yourself, how is it you truly feel about yourself and your life that you're living and creating? And how is it that you find yourself, and what is it you feel when you're kind of having fun with others that are close to you, good times, fun times, social events, gatherings, that type of thing? How do you feel in those moments? Because ultimately what you're showing me is there's quite a bit of emotional disappointment. And so I feel like it's just a lot of watery energy and emotions kind of just flowing. And that's what it's all about. Emotions come, emotions go. Thoughts come, thoughts go. That's life. It's just a part of life. It's the natural flow of energy. Because immediately it's like, but those storms do clear up and pass and the sun does shine again. There is a lot of happiness and fulfillment here, but again, there's a lot of mixed emotions and feelings. So that being said, there also is a consideration of what you truly want to do regarding possibly your financial situation, how you want to invest your time, your energy, your resources. And I do see you are in some type of position of success or status, definitely wanting to work on something. And then there is this connection that is a little bit more personal than, let's just say, your friend groups. I'm not too sure exactly what that's about, because whatever this connection is, it almost seems like there's this very watchful eye, either on them or about what you're considering wanting to move forward towards next, which seems to be, unfortunately, it almost feels like a tainted opportunity financially. And I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But whatever this is, it seems like you are trying to work on putting something together. And it's like all this energy, Cancer, and then it kind of leaves off with that. And I'm like, I get it, but I don't get it. Let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see if we can find some more out. It's kind of like saying, after all of that, what is it that you're truly up to with that intention? Yeah, and right away you're showing me immediately that finances are very difficult and rough right now, and it's causing quite a bit of confusion. But this isn't one of those situations, Cancer, where it's like just because times are rough, everyone is in the same boat dealing with the same things. Not exactly, but close. Just because it's like you're going through it, I'm going through it, we're going through it, everyone's going through it, it's kind of like, what else is there to lose? It's like, there's that thinking. At the same time, it's like there's still lots of life to lose that you don't want to play around with. It's like life is very fragile. Life is very fragile. Yeah, I get it. I do. I do. I get it. But that's why there's this necessity to take life more seriously as well as yourself more seriously. Just because thoughts and emotions come and go doesn't mean like, oh, it doesn't mean anything at all. It's like, no, it means something. It's just the flow of life. People come, people go, and that right there should be a perfect sign to take those relationships and connections that much more seriously. It's not just, oh, I'll get to them later. Nah, we always got tomorrow. Said who? Said who? No one knows when their time is up. But you're still showing me this energy and this desire. It makes sense. It's like you want security. I get that. You do. And you're kind of saying, well, but like I said, does the end justify the means? You're wanting some sort of financial gain here. Like, I don't know where everything's going tomorrow, but like I said, there's this energy here between you and someone where it feels like the two of you are just not getting along. Whether this is a work partnership, a collaborative energy, possibly a romantic connection, I don't exactly know. But whatever this connection is, it's causing you to be real guarded, and it's got you walls up. And that's what's fascinating, is that consideration of, do you want to work with them or do you not? Because it seems and feels as if it's like you're considering it, but it seems like you're looking out for solo number one. It's kind of like one of those ivory tower scenarios. It's like, let me just kind of, that one, I'm going to pick that one, or that person, or this connection, or that connection. It's like, all for the sake of personal gain. Life will step in if it needs to. I don't know why I feel like I got to give you a warning, Cancer. Life will step in if it needs to. And whatever this is, you're kind of like saying, I'll give this some time. I think so. I think give yourself some time. Give yourself some time, and let's just not rush into anything. Like I said, fools rush in. Not everyone's a fool, but okay. Well, you're excited to kind of consider your options here. At the same time, you're showing me all the options you have aren't it. You're responding this way emotionally. All the options aren't it. Sometimes people don't get a second chance. And that's a cold, hard fact of life. It's true. Sometimes people don't get a second chance. So take it seriously the first time. I understand and I get it. I do feel you. I do. But you got to know what you're fighting for. Not just fighting for the sake of fighting. It's like, yeah, it's a whole lot of fire. It's a whole lot of smoke. But what good does that do besides cloud the room and no one can see each other? No one can feel each other? What for? What for? Yeah, then the sun's got to come out and clear the air, shine light on everything, be like, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's like, I get it. I do. I do. And then once all that air clears, it's like, what are you left with? Hopefully, people didn't leave the room and you didn't notice. And it's like, well, where'd they go? It's like, what'd you expect? What'd you expect? But at the same time, I feel like there is this overall energy of like, there's something here that is keeping hope alive. Something or possibly someone. I feel like someone. Yeah, regarding whatever this connection is between you and someone, I feel like there is consideration here, but it's about overall investments, financial security, possibly work, job, career options. At the same time, you're kind of like showing me like, let me kind of sit with this a little bit longer and think about this. Whew, big decision to make. That's what's fascinating, Cancer, is you're showing me big decision to make. But why does it also feel like, with such a heavy decision to make, does it feel like a false opportunity financially for someone? For you, for them, for everyone? I'm not too sure what this is. And that's what I thought. I've heard a lot of stories from a bunch of old bulls. They all kind of sound the same, but they all have different messages. Definitely not my first bull rodeo. Which makes sense, though, because we are doing what you got to do to provide for yours at the same time. The world's watching. And so is the Hermit. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have showing up. Leo, Pisces, Heavy Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. And that is all. Goodbye.